One. Oh.
Hello guys, we are live. I mean, a lot of you have been waiting, but we're finally here. It's your boy Carl, and I'm joined today
by the wonderful
industrious Eugene Abu Dhabi. How are you doing today, man?
You're a liar. Those are the nicest things you've called me. Those are the nicest things you've ever called me, and I'm waiting for the knife to be stuck. Waiting for you to stick the knife somewhere, man. Yeah, we just stick the knife somewhere. It's 11:20 in the Kenyan capital, Nairobi, where I'm at right now, and so far, brief recap. We'll just get straight into the action. I'm a bit under the weather today, so we'll just go straight into it. Match 1 was supposed to be up against Extreme versus Bear X Trinity. What happened there, Cal?
Yeah, from what we did here, Bear did win the hard point. The S&D taken by UX, again, due to a DQ. These things are getting a little bit familiar now again too often. And then, of course, Control was taken by Bear, so that brought the series down to 2-1. And our game 2, of course, is going to be Nonagon and Eclipse Gaming, where from what we've heard so far as well, Eclipse have received a DQ for the hard point. So now we are going to be heading straight to Set and Destroy to go and get things off from the game mode. This is a lot of DQs. I don't know.
How is echoing on stream?
Hold on. Let me think. I think that echo might be mine. So let's just see. All right, we're going straight into S&D. S&D.
That was fast. That was too fast. We're going into S&D and the round is done, but Debbie, I don't know how that even works, but okay. 1-0 and let's go. First to get 7 rounds, and look at that. Hard point, mind you, already taken by Nonagon. So, Eclipse Gaming now, they are trying to find their way back in this one, and they need to take S&D for that to happen and force the map 3. From what we're seeing so far, Ninja gets 1 kill, Devilman falls first, and now they are going to draw that first blood first as we not make our way to start round 2 officially, man.
Starting off round 2 right now, already Nonagon's having lost a man. Devilman, as you mentioned, dropped right out the gates, first blooded on the second round. Avatar carrying the unenviable task of trying to decide where does that bomb go. Time. Now the alley. He heads straight for the B site. But there are Nonagon players, 2 of them, going prone, waiting in the wings. Time. Meticulous. Will he heed to the words of Price? Check your bloody corners. He might. Will it matter? Not this time. As Great Joy does take him down. Avatar does trade in. K-Money falls in quick succession as the Nonagons fall. 2v4. ECL have the advantage. Will they take advantage? Michael starts off that track with a Tundra.
Bomb has been planted.
And now you're the last one. Complete the mission. Nightmare words from Mandem. No pun intended. Attempted wallbang, but nobody home to receive as Mandem. Surely. If he's a diaper man, they are full. Goes to play Overwatch.
No, you don't. I mean, no doubt there. And I don't see the clutch coming through here, but now he's in a really good spot. I think after they spot him there, and now he makes that move to the door. The wrongest thing he can actually do. Not the best choices. He's going to fall first. And of course, it's 1-1. Things are going to get tied up. And well, if you're Eclipse Gaming again, you know you've lost hard point due to a DQ. You can't afford to lose S&D. So this is where you need to tie things up and force them up 3. And so far, they are going to start things off well by tying up the rounds here. It's 1-1. As we now make our way towards the round 3, Nets are going to get tossed again towards this mode, and we just the very first one to come through.
Still Avatar. Clearly, he's the man tasked to deliver the bomb. They have full confidence in him. And the gunfights start right out the gate. A few trading in shots, but nobody falls as of yet on this 3rd round. Devilman will take Overwatch. On the other side, there's a counter sniper. We didn't get to see who that was, but nobody has fallen still. No first blood claimed. Everybody just playing on edge. The nerves at a maximum at this moment. You can see just everyone planted. No one is in a hurry to make any moves. Michael finally does collect. It's Devilman who falls. Yet again, he fell first blood. I'm not going to try and play through the walls. That's 4G. The Bluetooth device will not connect. Nothing connects as the counter sniper from Michael catches Mandem. Avatar catches 4G. And no trades as of yet as ECL confidently stride through towards the A site. The info surely is out now. Nonagon's scattered, the remaining 2 scattered to try and meet the challenge.
I mean, 2v5, this is looking not like their round. And of course, Michael takes one more player down. The Kenyan goat takes Kemani out, and now it's a 1v5. And again, man, he's going to fall. I couldn't even go and speak. Literally, that's it. 2-1. And the case gaming, the last 2 rounds have been nothing short of dominance for them. And now going to round 4, man, Nonagon, they have a lot of homework to do right now because they've been absolutely outgunned, outskilled every single time. So hopefully now round 4 might be where they have a little response to that one. Nates are going to get thrown. Smokes are also going to get thrown now. Maybe they might be able to get the first goal. Hopefully that can change how the game gets played. But now look at the aggression comes through. Devilman in their spawn. First kill found, but the trade finds him almost instantly there. Now it's a 4v4. Numbers are back equal.
3v4 commentators curse. Now Mandem fell. The dominoes added up as the trades now to equalize truly well. 3-3. As time adds to the tally, Greatjoy does fall. Michael, I'm sorry, you said this is our Michael. This is our Michael. This is the Kenyan Michael. Since when?
Yes.
I'm sorry. This guy is just a mercenary. He's everywhere.
Literally
everywhere.
There's no doubt there.
4G trying to find aim. Take aim through the cages. I would have screamed if that went through. This time, Coco will try and find his way, tasked with taking charge of the bomb this time round. Because the man whose objective that was no longer there with us. And now, this is Michael mid-house, the shed, heading straight towards the A side. He has Coco in tow to lead the charge and clean house. Oh my goodness. Surely Coco was just the sentry sent forth to just find and be the holy sacrifice. Now Michael, can he make that sacrifice pay off? He does. Claims 4G. And now K-Money caught Michael asleep at the wheel, facing the wrong way. No, that's not Michael got caught facing the wrong way. That was a wrong call on my part. Yeah, I didn't even get to see who got caught there. This is K-Money versus Michael. Won't matter. 1v1 that Michael does end up losing.
2-2, things are tied up, and yeah, I think this is the one thing I actually wanted to go and see, you know, a back and forth game. But of course, if you're an Eclipse fan, you want to see the back and forth end in your favor because you have lost the hard points. You need to make sure you're forcing that map 3, or unfortunately, it's going to be another go straight to map win. And now, so far, 2-2 is on your scoreboard. It's now down to round 5. Snipers are going to try to find the very first target here. 4G sniper in hand. Michael on the 7-kill mark. He's been a very vital player to go and watch out for, and he needs to continue as he's already started. But so far, round 5, no values found. A lot of smokes are going to get thrown to that mid map, and now you just see them reloading and shooting through smokes in different angles, but no values found ultimately. So still, this is going to be a very slow round.
Slow and steady, all nerves, all shot. 2-2, all equalized. Remind me again who got the DQ, because ECL surely aren't playing like they have one. And now they just lost a member. They traded in, but it might be too late because Devilman claiming a 2-piece. Coco trades in, but will it matter at this point? 3v1. ECL diagonal straight as Coco falls. The last man, the last domino to give Nonagons the advantage.
I mean,
these men are not playing. They're not playing like they have a DQ, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think they know. There might be an alternate universe where they don't even know what's happening right now. Because I mean, look at that. Those are not. They don't look that hungry to get the map 3-4. So now we're going to round 6, 3-2. A lot of smokes are going to get tossed again. Look at the player, Devilman. He's going to get the readouts there, but no push whatsoever from him. So maybe call out and then go back and play that save. And now it's 3 players on the trailer for the boys of ECL. Bomb yet to go down for Avatar, though. Eventually you need to get that bomb put down. It's 1:34 on the clock, and if you're Nonagons, all you need to do is now just hold it down steady. You don't need to go and push the sides. You don't need to make the first move. Just wait for the plant to come through. But now Devilman able to get the very first block drawn, and now if you're ECL, you no longer have numbers. You also don't have rounds. 5v4, the bomb is still not gone down. There's still 3 players in that trailer, mind you, so they're either going to be boxed in at some point or they have to start finding value. 1 player comes through, Mandem's going to fall, and now 1 player has been dropped on both sides. Again, it's a 4v3. Numbers are still in favor of Nonagon.
ECL, honestly leaving questions to be asked. Coco does claim Devilman to lead them to the equalizer, equalizing in numbers. Okay, I spoke too soon. It's 2v4. 2v3 now. K-Money will take Ninja. Still falling behind in numbers, ECL. They've literally been boxed in the kill box. 4G will retreat for the moment. He's hurt. Coco will give chase, but he made the mistake of letting loose. And Coco, no time to recover for 4G. Claims the kill, finishes it off. 2v2. Can they capitalize this time? Time and Coco left to try and level the playing field for Eclipse Gaming here. Great Joy. K-Money left for the other side of the Nonagons. Still holding steady. This time the bomb is far out of mind, out of sight. Nobody cares about the objective. Clearly, this is just a gunfight. Straightforward. It's Greatjoy who takes the advantage. The machine pistol will trade in from Time. And now, K-Money versus Time. Who's the better gunslinger? This through the shed. The clock.
Woo! Yeah, I think again, I think I need to point out what Abu Dhabi asked again. Are you sure they know they have a DQ? Are you sure they're not playing like they have a DQ and they need to get him up 3-4s? Because I mean, you had all the time in the world there. You had 3 players in trailer and you did not plant the bomb. And now look at that before the very first goal. So maybe this might be where they start to wake up. 4-2 though on the scoreboard here. Hopefully it's not too late for them. And now trades are going to come through. Not quiet. Great Joy finds Coco. Now it's a 4v4. Numbers are going to get back. Equalize here. If you're not gone, it's going to be a favor because now you have round lead. You have morale on your favor, your side as well. So all you need to do again is just try and win this round, get it up to 5-2, and at that point the case are going to start doubting themselves a lot. Now first skill found. Great Joy falls to Avatar as well. Again a 3v3. Numbers are still tied up. Mind you, the bomb has not been put down. It's also not picked up. 40 takes out Michael. Now Ninja and Avatar left to go and get that clock. It's a 3v2. The bomb has not been put down. A lot of time on that clock, but you are outnumbered. Can you still make it work?
This is still Mandem putting down the bomb. Now ECL on notice, or at least the remaining members of ECL, Avatar and Ninja. The info is out. They are on the clock. 40 seconds. Do something. Do anything, man. Avatar does start the effort. Claims K-Money. Now Mandem to respond. Hits nothing but air and wall. Avatar's retreats to the outside. They're going to play it slow and steady. 20 seconds is still plenty of time, although that time is running down rather quickly. They still have to do something. Ninja on the other side goes in for the trailer side. The gunfight straight in. Mandem down. Left to fend off play for Time. 4G claims Ninja. Down the quick scope. And the Tundra. The clutch. The glory is 4G.
What? All we can see is Omo, man. 5-2 is your current score line. I don't know what that clutch was a 4G. He looks like he was going to use that gunfire, but somehow the sniper is still able to connect those shots and confirm them round for them. Now 5-2 is your current score line. If you're Eclipse Gaming, you need to start asking, what are we doing wrong in our time? First kill is also going to fall there. The trade fight is almost instantly there. A 4v4. They are going to get time with numbers once again. The bomb has not been put down for Nanagon, but I mean, if you're there, it doesn't matter. You can still win rounds. One more player falls. Michael goes down. Very vital player. Ninja falls. 3 more players now for ECL. Can they still make it work? The bomb plot about to happen. Pistol comes in clutch, but Coco falls. He did find the 1 kill though. It's a 1v3 now. And if you're Avatar, you can't let these guys get the next round.
Bomb going down now. Joy will try and put it down as K-Money falls. The backup slowly going down in numbers, but they are on notice. The ECL players scramble to take action. Avatar does a great effort, takes down Great Joy with actual Great Joy. But now, on his own against 4G, the man who just clutched a proper 2v1 in that last round. Confidence surely shaken for a second as 4G proves exactly why he's so dependable. Yet again.
Man, well, I think it might be time to pull up a Nigerian saying. Put the akara in the nylon, guys. Put the akara in the nylon. Put the fries in the bag, because 6-2. That is your score line. This is series point. This is match point. This is everything point now for Nonagons, for ex-Nonagons, mind you. And if you're Eclipse Gaming, man, you need to find the way back. You've got to get 5 back-to-back rounds, and you have to be flawless out from this point on. But now, first kill found. Devilman for that trade. Time is going to fall. Avatar takes him out. Avatar takes a double kill on that kill for them. Now it's a 2v4, mind you. Ex-Nonagons are not going to have numbers, so hopefully this is where Eclipse Gaming starts to wake up. But now look at the trades come through. Mandem falls as well, and one more player in a 1v4. Can he clutch it? Can he clutch it?
Might it be too late for the Eclipse players to just show up? Is this the beginning of a full sail reverse, or will this mean nothing? Will this advantage mean nothing? Can K Money clutch this out? He has a Tundra in hand, a chance to preach his own gospel, start his own church, the Nonagon church. He has to take at least one man out. Just one. Claim one to start and build off that momentum. A 4-man hill. A 4-man Eclipse hill. Gets the hit marker. Retreats rather quickly. 40 seconds still. The bomb. An objective, but Coco shuts that down very quickly. 6-3 is where we stand. Let's see around a 10.
6-3, man. It's round 10 now. And again, if you're Nonagon, you just did that one more round. If you choke this, if you choke this, oh my god, I am going to come to the houses one by one, and I'm going to give them latest out. I'm going to be handing out to them. But again, now round 10, 6-3. If you're ECL though, that's exactly what you're counting on. You can get 4 back-to-back rounds, but now look at the stretch come through. Great Joy first kill. Michael finds him. Avatar falls, and now the boys in blue are going to get a value once again. Michael takes out Devilman. 3v3. The back and forth are literally there. The bomb has not been put down, but if you're Nonagon, the numbers are tied up. You can make this work.
If you notice, at this point, oh my god, Michael takes K Money and Ninja adds Mandem to the tally. As the Nonagon players, I believe it was their turn to put the bomb down. I'm not sure. They did commit to the A site. Oh my god, that was brutal. That was brutal, systematically taken up. Yes, it was the Nonagons putting down the bomb because they committed fully towards A and they were shredded. The bomb was actually at the A side. The bomb was at the A side. Great Joy fell first. And now this time 4G to start that onslaught yet again. They've learned from their mistakes. Through the trailer they go. They haven't land. They haven't land. Devilman. Great Joy. What was that? He fell straight into the trailer trap yet again. A complete slaughter. 4G left alone now. Surely he did clutch a 2v1. But a 5v2 is still a tall order against an Eclipse team who clearly might have woken up. The momentum, they're building off it now. Either that or Nonagons are handing it to them on a clean slate. Seriously, silver platter.
Maybe even golden at this point, because I don't know what this is so far. I mean, they had just did one more round to close things off, and now they've lost 2 back-to-back rounds here. It's 6-4. This is round 11. You don't have numbers. You need to get the bomb put down. And Avatar takes out 4G there in the back of that one. Now it's a 1v5. And my God, if you're the man K Money, how are you clutching the 1v5? It's not looking very likely here. You have not put the bomb down. There might be time on that clock, but you have 5 Eclipse players to go up against. And look at the day. What is Coco doing? He's just praying and praying through different angles there. Okay, when he finds first kill, Avatar falls. This might be the start of something good for the man. A 1v5 clutch. Can he make it work? Now it makes that move to the A long, and Michael shuts him down before I can even speak again. 6-5. And Abu Dhabi, this might be the comeback of the actual century, man.
Lord, please, dear God, let this happen because it will be so funny. Just let this happen. Let whatever we're thinking happen because it will be so funny. Because I don't believe what we're watching here. Honestly, I'd counted out and I was ready to go to sleep early, but ECL. Oh my goodness. Okay. The bomb is in tow. Mandem and company choose to go for the B side. Doesn't matter. 4G falls first. Vital player on this side. Dropped first blood. Meanwhile, Michael on the other side going for a wall bang. Ooh, risky. Very, very ambitious on his spot. Devilman on the other side does look at the trailer with dread this time. Surely the PTSD from those takedowns. Oh my God! Great Joy ran straight into Michael's thunderous shot as the VMP from Coco takes down Devilman this time. He didn't even have to get into the trailer site. And now, Mandem, the Nonagon dominoes fall. K Money will trade in with Avatar, but will it mean anything? 1v4. You're the last one, complete the mission. And now it's a duck hunt as Money, quack, the last duck falls. And now full sail reverse captain. Hoist the sails because it's actually happening. Seriously, round 13. Here we go.
Destroy the objective.
Just to be clear, we at some point in the game we were 6-2 up for Nonagons, And I did say we might put the fight in the bag. Look at that, Michael with the very first skill, 4G4s, and now it's a 4v5. If you're Nonagons, this might be the worst choke ever in the history of Nonagon S&D. There's no worse out there, but look at that again, 4v5. You don't have numbers, and ECL are shooting anything that moves, anything that breathes as well. They are putting it down. 3 players now left for Nonagons. It's a 3v5. They don't have numbers. They put the bottom down now for Eclipse. Michael finds one more kill. Mind them falls. 2 more players. Trade finds one. Coco goes down. Now it's a 3v4. 2v4 rather. Michael takes one more down. And it's so, oh my god.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet.
How?
Oh my.
How?
I mean, Nonagons have given us the greatest lesson in foreplay in the history. Foreplay that went nowhere. Foreplay that went absolutely nowhere. Teased us with a complete just, take the series. We've been handed a DQ on a silver platter, an ECL DQ on a silver platter. And now, 6-2 up. My gosh. I mean, how do you take it from 6-2, a 6-2 4-round advantage, to looking as useless as a calculator in a literature exam? As in, what?
I mean, the thing is, I don't even know what to go and say, yeah? And but there were a lot of comments that did say, oh, I did type in come back, and a lot were like, you come back home. Come back is not possible. I mean, you guys just saw that on your screens, 6-2 all the way down to 6-7, and it makes no sense. You could see micro lock in. You saw everybody in ECR. Literally, they were shooting everything and anything that moves, literally. And I don't know what that was. If it moves, kill it. That was the slogan. If it moves, kill it. And they were killing everybody on the Nonagon. But I mean, I want to understand what was going through the Nonagon fans, the players, the managers, the coaches, everybody. What was going through their minds at that point in time? Because, man, I was confused. I saw 6-2, and then I saw 6-7. This was something I could have sworn when I saw 6-2, it was not going to happen. I mean, you saw Nonagon start so well. They had map control, they had good timing, and then once they got that 6th round, I think they got a little bit too comfortable, and then bloom, just like that, Michael came up.
As useless as subtitles on the radio. That's how I can describe the last 4 Nonagon rounds, because what the hell? 2 straight rounds. Hold on, my cat is just killing me on the climbing the curtains everywhere, but just honestly, surely Nonagons got ambushed twice in the trailer. No, 3 rounds in a row while just rushing the trailer site at A. Same mistake over and over. That is an insane choke. That is an insane choke to have. You had 1 round to win and take the series. Just 1. That's painful. That has to hurt, man. That has to hurt.
I mean, I think hurt is it maybe being nice. It's going to sting. They are going to have to go through the VODs for a couple months and ask themselves, how did this even happen? Because now, mind you, if they had won the S&D, that would have given them 3 points, 2-0. They would have automatically won the whole series there. And that is not an easy feat to accomplish against a team like Eclipse Gamer. You've seen them at the World Champ Stage 4. You saw how good they were. So, I mean, winning the team like that, 2-0, that would have been so good for their record. And, of course, for their standing in the table. But now, they are risking going to a control game on Raid where they might lose the whole thing. And that's it. How did we even get here? How?
Honestly, at this point, I'm going through chat, and the only chat that stands out for me right now is if I was the admin on the Evo TV page, I'd look at the live chat by this guy, Michael and Wuru, and just pin this post where he said, "Comeback impossible. Comeback isn't possible." His words were so confident at the time. Michael was so confident when he wrote this. Michael and Wuru was so confident. Comeback isn't possible. ECL look confused, and they did look confused, and everyone pointed that out. And dear Lord, they just did it. They went ahead and dared to dream and did it. That's insane. That's insane. The comeback and the collapse in one straight sitting. What teams are playing tonight, Asante? Bear Trinity versus Up Against Extreme was to go up first. It played off stream. Bear Clan took that 2-1. On the other end, what you're watching right now is game number 2. Game number 2 is between Ex Nonagons versus Eclipse Gaming. Eclipse got a DQ on Hardpoint for being late to the party, and Nonagons came in with a 1-round advantage, which they gave us a spectacle of their own. Choke of the century. African choke of the century. I mean, I'm replaying the stream on this end, actually. I'm looking at the stream on this end. It was 6-2. I'm looking at that because I don't believe it. I'm looking at it right now. It was 6-2, just so I can just believe they had 1 round to win. To let us go and sleep. It didn't happen. We're seeing control.
I mean, I don't. If the Cubs on the cast were on at that point in the game where it was 6-6, yeah, you would literally have me like this. I'm casting like this on my mic, and I'm like, how? How are you going 6-6, yeah? And man, and now if I was a betting man, what I would say is, and the controls, it's definitely going to be Eclipse Gaming. I mean, the morale's gone for them right now. The gun skill we saw in the final round to the S&D as well. Everything in favor of ECL. The fans, the chats, everybody now is hyping these guys. So, man, if you're not a gun, that is going to be a major morale killer, a major confidence killer there, going into control. You are going to be doubting your gunfights. You are going to be doubting your rotation skills. You are going to be doubting your operator skills. You are going to literally be doubting everything you can use to win that control. So literally, the mental now for them might be gone. But can they bounce back? Is there a chance is there a world where they actually have enough mental fortitude to come back and be able to get the control of ECL? Or are we just going to see ECL just say, well, we give it the hard points, but S&D and control is going to be ours. And the series, of course, we're still better than you guys, man. That's it.
Balls bounce. A boomerang can bounce back. I don't see one. I don't see a bounce back. I just don't see it. I don't see a situation where you can let 4 straight rounds go like that and have the confidence to take on that same team on control, surely. I mean, it's mad. Just a reminder of the third game that's coming your way is CR7 versus, just remind me, Kyle, CR7 versus Cyrix, the newcomers.
Yeah.
The new kids on the block are the next game coming through, the third game and the final game on the stream coming through today. Meanwhile, a reminder of all the teams in this tournament who made their way for this one. Let me see if I can find that list somewhere. Yeah, unless Kyle does know them offhand. Kyle does know everyone offhand. Yeah, he does. See. You do. Kyle seems to know everything.
Are you sure I do? There is SYX, Nonagon, UAX. Who else is there? It's 10 teams, yes? UAX. Yeah, now I'm getting trapped. You see, guys, I don't know everything.
You just listed 2.
I listed 5. That was 5. That was half.
You just said 2 of them. So we start off with, just a reminder of all the teams involved in this shindig. 10 names coming through in this brand new battle. 9 match days to prove themselves is what they've had. 9 chances to rise and fall through this league. One shot at glory here. Paradox coming with their hopes of the South African Titans themselves. They have to redeem themselves from that sad ending towards the LAN event a month ago. Ace Gamers come in reborn from NATO, hungry to carve a new identity, just brand themselves in the game. Eclipse Gaming, dangerous, unpredictable, a storm from Nigeria, about to see a control round right now against ex-Nonagon. CR7, masters of consistency and champions by name, reputation, and nature. Trinity Esports, well, coming as Bear Trinity, battle-tested with the scars of war to show. Nonagons playing right now against Eclipse, the wildcard innovators breaking the mold, axiom, methodical, ruthless, and architects of their own victory, up against Extreme, relentless, and name as fearless as their play, came first against Bear X Trinity on the live stream off stream rather, and Bear took that game. Cyrix Gaming, the newcomers in this game, young, rising, and afraid of the giants they're about to face so far, and Aura 233, the pride of Ghana, carrying fire from the west as well. This is your Mpro League.
No way, bro. Oh my God. Yay, guys, we have news for you guys, chat. I have news for you guys. Eugene, do you want to be the bearer of bad news? Should I be?
No.
Okay. All right, guys. For one time, I'm going to be the bearer of bad news today. And it is with, this is my guys. It is with great honor that I announce to you guys that ultimately, this has now become the series of DQs. As Eclipse Gaming have not lost the S&D as well to a DQ. Why exactly, I can't pinpoint it, but what I just know is the wonderful clutch, the comeback of the season that we just saw is not going to matter. There is nothing they've brought. I beg, I give up. I don't give up, man. I give up.
Of course, I'm trying to get info on what happened, what's behind the DQ itself. If we get that info coming in from production shortly as to why Eclipse Gaming have been DQ'd. Sorry, I'll go on. Okay. So we're getting info. It's the same thing that Ace. You remember the Ace DQ that off stream?
Yeah, the Ace DQ back then. That was so painful. I would lie.
Yeah, the Ace DQ we got the last stream where Ace got disqualified for one player using a gun they were not assigned, and
wow,
it's the same thing that's just played out. Apparently, now, Eclipse have gotten a DQ for the same thing. A player apparently used a gun that they were not assigned, it was not on their role assigned. I mean, okay. What else? What else can we say? The series is gone. The series is gone. It's
how lucky, Eugene? How lucky can you be to actually win 2 games? The hard point, you won that by a DQ for them not coming up on time, and then you lose S&D in the most I don't know, the intense, crazy, morale demolishing fashion ever, and then you find out you actually won the S&D due to a DQ. How lucky can it? How good can life go for you in a single day? How good can life go?
It can be. Let's just say for the side of Eclipse, when it rains, it pours. When it rains, when it's truly a bad day, the universe finds a way to make it worse, man. Like, when it's truly a bad day, yeah, it's a real DQ. It's a real DQ. So that's done. It's done. The series is gone. That particular series is done and dusted. And as ex-Nonagons take it 2-0, courtesy of the disqualifications. They got a DQ on hard point, courtesy of the Eclipse players coming into the game late. And they got that DQ on hard point. And now, SND, the same story plays out. Rule breakings on a weapon assignment role for one of the players. So here we go. We're going straight for the final game of the day. Final game of the day. We'll not be wasting any further time there. It's Series Sierra 7 versus Cyrix Gaming. Sierra 7 versus Cyrix Gaming. The Nigerian Giants face off against Cyrix Gaming, the newcomers in the game, new kids on the block. What can you tell me about Cyrix, Kyle?
I mean, we have seen them in action the past couple of weeks, and what I can say is these guys are no jokes. When we talk about Nonagon, I think prior to today, of course, because the Nonagon I saw today was not the N9 I know, but the Nonagon we all know, they have been branded in the past as the Giant Slayers. These guys, they've beat Sierra 7, they've beat Eclipse, they beat all the top teams out there. And when you think of SYX, when they came into the scene, the very first game we saw them play, my God, they were beautiful to watch. They might have lost it, but they were absolutely insane. So I can say these guys are like the dark horse of the event here, and they are the new N9. They can actually slay our giants. So, man, S7 has to watch out for them. That's it.
Well, S7 will have to watch out for them. Meanwhile, what's the streak so far with CR7? What's the story in this tournament so far?
I mean, a couple ups and downs for them, but ultimately, they're still CR7. They still have the brand, up there. But ultimately, man, they have not been able to live up to a lot of the expectations coming from the fans, and they have to work extra hard if they want to go and finish top three in the league this season. They have to work extra hard, and they need to take out XYX first.
All right. If we're going to buy a bit of time before the players get into the lobby, because there's a bit of an interchange between that happening as that game that just ended, Eclipse Gaming versus X Nonagons ends in favor of X Nonagons 2-0. They take the series, both of them courtesy of disqualifications for Eclipse Gaming. The first hardpoint game, of course, because they were late to show up to the party. The second one, weapon role violation. That's what caused the disqualification and search and destroy. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with CR7 versus Cyrix Gaming.
Do you love playing video games? Or a professional live streamer in gaming? You can also step into the light as a professional esports player representing one of the biggest teams in Nigeria or Africa. So I guess you've landed on the right page, because here we take you into the world of games, gamers, and gaming. From tournament organizing to game shows, podcasts, you name it. You get to meet the best of the best in the esports industry right on this page. So make sure you share to someone, follow, and also subscribe to all our platforms. We're Game Evo Esports, the world of games, gamers, and gaming.
Time to wake up to a new reality.
In that old school Chevy with the top back, butterfly doors, watch them swallow when I stop that. Lean in my palm, ain't no way I'll ever drop that. Stay freaking on the road, pop that, 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 whipping on the road. Pop that, 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 pop that.
Do you love playing video games? Or a professional live streamer in gaming? You can also step into the light as a professional esports player representing one of the biggest teams in Nigeria or Africa. So I guess you've landed on the right page, because here we take you into the world of games, gamers, and gaming. From tournament organizing to game shows, podcasts, you name it. You get to meet the best of the best in the esports industry right on this page. So make sure you share to someone, follow, and also subscribe to all our platforms. We're Game Evo Esports, the world of games, gamers, and gaming.
Time to wake up to a new reality.
way I love to drop that. Stay drinking on the road. Pop that, 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 whipping on the road. Pop that, 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 pop that.
Do you love playing video games? Or a professional live streamer in gaming? You can also step into the light as a professional esports player representing one of the biggest teams in Nigeria or Africa. So I guess you've landed on the right page, because here we take you into the world of games, gamers, and gaming. From tournament organizing to game shows, podcasts, you name it, you get to meet the best of the best in the esports industry right on this page. So make sure you share to someone, follow, and also subscribe to all our platforms. We're Game Evo Esports, the world of games, gamers, and gaming.
Time to wake up to a new reality.
I'm in that old school Chevy with the top back. Butterfly doors, watch them swallow when I stop that. Aim in my palm, ain't no way I love to drop that. Stay drinking on the road. Pop that, 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 whipping on the road. Pop that, 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 pop that.
Do you love playing video games? Or a professional live streamer in gaming? You can also step into the light as a professional esports player representing one of the biggest teams in Nigeria or Africa. So I guess you've landed on the right page, because here we take you into the world of games, gamers, and gaming. From tournament organizing to...
I think it means stay on the left. Okay.
All right, we're back straight into it. We're starting off Hacienda Hardpoint. This is Sierra 7 versus Cyrix Gaming, not Eclipse's label on the screen, but it is Sierra 7 on the left in blue versus Cyrix Gaming in yellow on the yellow side on the right. 31 points, as you can see the map being Hacienda. We are rotating already into P2, the garage site. This is a very dicey one, a breakaway point, a breakaway hill, if you can get it right the first time around. And it seems Sierra 7 trying to lock that down really early as Retro planted firmly like a tree in the corner. Luther will try and break through for the Cyrix side. Trying to spray and pray by the Lambo with a Type 63, the automaton. Spray throughout, and Ryu breaks through. Access denied. The contest comes through. The yellows hold for the second, but yet again, not letting go. Eagerly, like clinging to it like a bad ex. This is Sierra 7 trying to cling at that P2 site by the garage, and Hacks and company with Retro in tow will keep the Wolves at bay from Cyrix. They clean house for the final 20 seconds. Cal, take it away.
Man, now look at that. So far, Tier 7, they've just been demolishing SYX, and now you need to go next. Mind you, this crowd time is going to get locked in by them. They do have a war machine by Fadi out, though, and I don't think that was a really good call because there was nobody there, able to make the move towards that P2. So the war machine might not have been properly timed, but now you need to get P3 first. And look at that mini map. The Predator's going to come through. You did not find any value there. The trophy system is going to get a perfect place, and now you're going to need to go P3. The mini map says it's going to be SYX there first. We see 2 players on that mini map, and the other 2 players and other 3 players rather are going to have to come into it, but now they're going to start counting their even now. Richard goes in, first kill found, the SMG in hand for the man, and now Rin gets a double. He's going to fall as well. The trades come through, but now Series 7 once again are going to be able to break that point as easy as they possibly can. The boy simply without retro, he finds a double, and now he falls. The trades are going to come through again, and now we see XYX finally able to go and get that break. But as I go and say that, they are going to get shut out, and now you see Series 7 back in, SYX back in again, S7 back in. It's literally back and forth, but the lead definitely in favor of Sierra 7.
Sierra 7 taking firm control of the P3 site by the shed. Meanwhile, Retro will come through to break that stronghold that the Cyrix side have come through, and they do just that as the Blues hold the final 10 seconds. Still, the minimap showing the rotations. Who gets there early? I see one blue body for the side of Sierra 7 getting to P4 early enough. A bit of a score streak dropped there. One of the streaks has been dropped there. Can't tell what it is. But there's only one Sierra 7 player early to the party at P4. Ruin, meanwhile, on the outskirts to spoil the party as they try and break through the Cyrix side. And they have rotated and caught it. They have rotated and caught them quite well. Playing Overwatch, he's frustrating them on the respawns perfectly. They respawn further on the side of the P2 site at the garage. A bit of a flank there. They do take advantage of for the moment and hold the hill, but can they maintain control? It's the real question, because right now it's all yellow, but the contest is coming through a lot more than that they'd be comfortable with. Blue versus yellow yet again, as the Sierra 7 side not willing to let go of that hill as they finally hit the 100-point mark. Ruin claims 2 for the price of 1. Bushido and Ryu will fall in quick succession as the Blues get comfortable and make that their home for the final 10 seconds. Foundation successfully built as we rotate to the hill that started it off by the fountain.
It's 134 and 44 on that scoreline. Now it's almost a 100-point gap, and if you're a Series 7, you are going to be very pleased with that. As you now need to continue to started and again back to P1 Fountain where things all get started. Now SYX are going to get in there first, but now look at Rin, mind you, with the FR556. That's a weapon I haven't seen in like 54 years, and it's literally something only the Onks like Abu Dhabi use. But we are seeing Rin use that thing out now, and so far he's been stacking up kills. And now look at that P1 again. Bushido gets a double. Series 7 are going to break the hard point, but not for long enough. Now Hacks comes through, he finds 1 kill, now he falls. Fadi takes out Emisi as well, and again P1 open fountain. There's way too many spawns and way too many angles to actually look over, and so far nobody's actually racking up a lot of points on P1, as we are eventually going to have to start making our way towards P2.
Right now, P1, of course, this is a very dicey hill, very exposed. Score streaks will be coming heavily into play here. It's anyone's game because there are too many people playing Overwatch. Anyone could come from particularly any side. And the fact that Sierra 7 have managed to hold a proper amount of P1 tells you the immense strength that team currently has, as Retro first to the party on P2 gets the backup in Hacks. They keep the Wolves at bay. Access denied. The Bluetooth device will not connect. Ryu still denied access. No. Yeah, still denied by access by Hacks. Does not break through as their Sierra 7 side still hold firmly on P2. Meanwhile, MC and Valero and Luther come through in quick succession as the death machine from Ruin will claim and spray and pray on this side. Access denied from all 3 entrances, and it's still all blue, all rosy for Sierra 7. The Nigerian Giants still maintain firm control, and I spoke too soon. Valerio will come through for the final 30 seconds for the Cyrix side, but can't they hold the line is the real question. The swimming pool, the water side, the ocean side, This is where the Sierra side are trying to break through into P2. Very dicey. Still, as the war machine from Fadi will break through. The breakthrough they need to hold the final 10 seconds for Sierra on P2. The garage site clearly won by Sierra holding steady. They leave the scraps for the Cyrix side as Bushido claims final 5 seconds. Priority for the shed side for P3 before it activates. Every warm body running towards the shed, and 2 will meet early to the party as the score streaks will come into play again at this point. The operator's skills as well should be raining hell. Expect to see Death Machine's claws and anything activate on this particular hill. Trophies will fall. Nades thrown as Bailey's tries to get Imisi rather, was holding a Death Machine and dropped by a nade of all things from Retro. As now complete pandemonium on P3 as it trades through back and forth, as Carl pointed out in the last round of this same hill.
Man, it's 194 now. Look at that score line. Pay very close attention again now. 195, and now so far, Series 7 look like they are going to get the last 20. But now you see SYX for a contest now. Bailey's equalizer only finds 1 kill, and now he falls. Bushido gets a double, maybe a triple to clear the hill now for them. And that's exactly what you need to be doing. But now he's going to fall down as well. But now SYX finally are going to get that scrap. But now they need to go next, though. It's all going to come down to P4, and who's going to get that rocks first. And so far, both teams are both the 100-point mark. Series 7, though, a little more, and they are going to be above 200 now. Tempest comes through. Bushido can't make that work, but no, the answer is going to be an absolute big no as he falls first. The boys in blue now are going to get P4 racking in their favor first. Now look at that hacks through that staircase. He's one player, but he falls. Luther finds him, and now SYX for a unified breakthrough, and now the Death Machine brought down for play number 5. 51 kill mark for Rin, 1 kill for Bushido falls. A lot more through that smoke, maybe goes to Riverside. Sees a player there, does not confirm the kill. He's gonna fall first, and again P4 starts counting for SYX. Now they do get that break in. The War Machine Luther on P11 kill mark, mind you, but he's going to find value now for this one. Players in blues from the hill. First kill for Rune. Now for that drain and shots him down for a double. Rune goes down. The equalizer. The spiral comes through for SYX. The Tempest falls for Hacks. Now he's going to get shot down. Riot gets a double. And Series 7 are now going to retake that hill for the whole of scrap. But now you need to make your way back to P1.
This may be David versus Goliath, but I have to give Cyrix their props. They've joined the 3-digit club. They hit 100, not going quietly, not going without a fight against this Sierra 7 side, and poetic justice that it brings us back to P1, which could be the potential closer to start this off, to finish off this hard point round. And now Hacks will kick us off on P1 on Fountain, with the rest of the team coming through in support through the smoke in a horror movie type action way, firing blindly its Baileys through the smoke there, as nobody can see anything they're hitting, just hoping to hit a warm body somewhere. Ryu goes prone, just hiding into the smoke. Fadi does finally find him. Hacks in quick succession, as well as Luther and Valerio will trade in, as finally the Sierra 7 side hit the objective. It's 250 to 106 in favor of Sierra 7. The Nigerian Giants maintain the status quo on that front. Hard point on Hacienda remains for Sierra 7. Still, the underdogs there, Cyrix, as we expected, showing moments of brilliance there, a bit of a surprise there. I'm personally surprised they hit 100. I'm personally surprised they hit the 3-digit mark. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. Right now, Sierra 7 on the table are at 4th place. You know, as it stands, with the, what do we call it when we're in the middle of an election and the math is not confirmed? Whatever that phrase is, in that moment, Sierra 7 right now are currently 4th place on the table against a Cyrix side that's literally 2 places below them, because it's Sierra, Nonagons, and then Cyrix. So the new kids on the block doing quite well for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, quite well. And I mean, when the game started, that P1, and then you saw that P2 as well, I'd say yes. I wouldn't expect them to actually get above 100 points, you know. But before the game started, I would say these guys were maybe going to drag it out to the 200-point mark, you know, keep it close. But man, did Series 7 prove why they are the Nigerian Giants? Like you did call them rightfully there. They absolutely bodied SYX and put them down, shot them up there. And now going into S&D, where we do know Series 7 to be a very tactical S&D genius. So, I mean, if there's any map or mode that maybe think XYX1, it might have been the hard win, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, look at those numbers. By the numbers, that's a story if ever I saw one, because ruin. What the hell was that man doing? How do you... This is...
Wow.
Ruin should just be classified not as MVP, but a war criminal, because 61 kills is just straight criminal. Straight criminal, man. I mean... Yo.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. And you know, not just that, every single player on their side above the 1 minute mark. Every single player above the 1 minute mark. But again, Rin, the top two, the second and third players on each side, if you combine their kills, they're just a little bit further than him. But man, 61 kills, a 60 freaking bomb for that man. That is not normal. That is not something you get to see every day. Mind you, now I'm gonna do a little bit of comparison here. When Rin was an Aura, we did say no Aura, no party, and you know, Rin Johnny S7, it's also almost the same thing. Anywhere the man goes, he's going to be the player you want to watch out for. He's going to be that dominating figure. Again, look at him now, 61 kills. The next player on his side has 39. He's just that guy. He's just that guy. Really.
Yeah,
Wow.
I had to go to the stream to rewind because 61. I'm actually trying to just keep rewinding because 61 kills, man. Do you know how scary that is? That is actually scary. 61, and the second placed player has 38. Dude, Ruin is clearly doing exactly what Sierra 7 brought him on for, and then some. That is like, you know, the moment you have a new job, you applied for a new job and you get it, and how you're overworking on the first week, and you're the model employee for the first week.
Actually, man. You have to impress them. You know, you told them, yeah, you guys brought me on. You did not make a mistake. And you know, that's what Rin is doing. He's literally decimating people on their behalf. And man, he's a player every team wants to go and have out there. Big shout out to Rin. Of course, big shout out to everybody in Series 7. They all together made that hard point work. I mean, everybody above the 1 minute mark as well. The OBG time perfection is the name. And now you're going into S&D again, where you can say Series 7 are arguably the number one S&D team in NG. And man, this is not going to be an easy mode for SYX. If they could win any mode, it was going to be hard point. And S&D, I would low-key say I don't think they have a chance. But again, S&D is a different game with entirely, a different map, a different strategy entirely. So maybe, just maybe, they might have done their assignments and they can be able to get it off Series 7. As I go and say that, we're going to head into the game. And look at that. Numbers already in favor of Series 7 as it's a 2v5. And Abu Dhabi, okay, I think I need to stay quiet now.
I mean, what a better venue than Tunisia? Of course it's Tunisia. The North African Badlands kick us off on this search and destroy. And to start us right out the gate, it's a Cyrix decimation. Round 1, Sierra 7. Exactly what Cal predicted. This is the one time in history that Cal gets it. Just one. Even
We both know that's cap, Chad. We all know that's cap.
Right.
We all know that's
Even
cap.
a broken clock gets right once. Oh my god, that's sacked! Who takes two for the price of one? It's Bushido and Ryu who fall in quick succession. And now the responsibility to put down the bomb falls to the Sierra 7 side. It's Retro holding the bomb. Meanwhile, Valerio and Archeron trying to find their way. Valerio does claim hacks. Luther will spray and pray to try and give some relief. A bit of cover fire for the rest of the team. Faddy will claim Archeron. The cover fire meaning nothing, as useless as an ice cream toaster. Meanwhile, Bailey's still on the USS-9, the SMG for that USS-9 fusion. Trusty weapon for close encounters, but doesn't work for Valerio, who catches him long range. Faddy trades in with Luther. 1v3. Tall order for Valerio there, who just claimed by who else? Of course it's Ruin. To ruin your day.
But if you need somebody to ruin your day, guys, he's there and he does it for free, guys. Shocker, he does it for absolutely free. Hop on the game, hop onto ranked or whatever, hop onto any competition game he's actually playing, and you are going to get your day ruined. It's literally free, guys. I mean, you have nothing to lose. As now we go into round 3, where Series 7 so far, they've been able to get the very first 2 rounds, but now Hatch is going to fall first, and now Ryu takes one with the nade as well. Retro did get a trade there, but he's going to get shot down, and now it's going to be a 4v3 numbers are going to be there for Cyrix. So hopefully this can be where they start to wake up, not Rin. Sniper in hand, sees the body in blue, but not able to really connect that shot there. It's going to back it down again. So far, 4v3, the bomb has not been put down. Bailey finds one, Ryu takes out Fuddy, and the numbers are going to be back and forth. But again, the trades are going to be won so far by SYX, and all they now need to do is find the last 2 kills and make sure they don't plant that bomb. But there's a player called Rin still standing, so that's a one-man wrecking army. You've got to put him down soon. Rin with the 4-kill mark. It's a 2v2. Sniper in hand, sees the body in blue. It's not going to find the kill. Rin, it does a little bit there. Acheron as well sees the man. Nobody can find the kill fast. And now Rin able to backtrack and find one more, but the bomb has to go down, doesn't it? Now, if you're SYX, you can't let that come through. Acheron, it's a 1v2. He doesn't have numbers. Rin looking at the wrong spot. I don't think he knows all this. Bailey's now watching the angle as well. Acheron goes in. Bailey sees him and shots him down. And Sierra 7, no numbers, no problem. 3-0. Let's go.
The highlight for that moment for me was Ruin casually just quick scope, then backtracks to plant the bomb. The situational awareness in that moment, absolute method, absolute genius there. I mean, clinical. And this time we start again, round 4, to try and make it a clean sheet. Exactly what Sierra are trying to do. Let's go home. Let's go home. They're in a hurry. They claim Luther, Ryu, and Bushido in quick succession. The Cyrix players fall like bowling pins. Archeron and Valerio left alone to fend for themselves. Spoke too soon. Valerio, you're the last one. Complete the mission. Meanwhile, a reminder that the objective is not even on the Cyrix side. It's for Sierra 7 to put down the bloody bomb. Valerio left alone to fend off a 5-man army. A 5-man Sierra stack problem. Nightmare fuel. 20 seconds.
What do you do at this point, Abu Dhabi? What do you do? You're all alone. There's 5 players. Pray. That's you send your prayers up. Hopefully they get answered. But now Fanny falls first, so he's gonna get a little bit of morale boost there. Now he slides in, but it's a player frozen waiting, and the player sees him. Of course, it's going to be Bailey's. Confirms that kill. 4-0. Man, oh man, if you're a serious game and you've lost hard points, terribly, and our S&D is looking to be a 7-0 fashion, or maybe we might see another gun ECR rundown. What do you think about that, Eugene? What do you think?
Clearly Valerius prayers found hotline on user busy, because they did not get there for the moment. And now Retro trying again. At this point, Sierra aren't even trying to put down the bomb. They're doing it just out of sheer reflex. It's like a muscle reflex at this point. Oh, we're supposed to put down that bomb because Bushido falls first. Luther will trade in, but Luther falls in quick succession as the trades from Cyrix suddenly registering their presence. They claim the numbers advantage. But what does that mean? Fadi and Ruin are still alive. Where it counts, and Fadi starts the grind. Claims Archeron to level things. And this is still Fadi. Going for the wall bang, but Ruin will claim it on the machine pistol against Ryu. And now, suddenly, how the tables turn. This is still Valerio. A 2v1 when he had the advantage. And guess who? Guess who? It's still Ruin.
It's, oh my god. Do you even have to guess? Do you even have to use the word guess? Just say, you know, man. We know who it is. It's always going to be that man, Ruin. He's just going to be going around handing everybody free haircuts and winning their day for sure. And now 5-0, mind you, that is going to be your score line. And if you're SYX, I mean, I did a lot of glazing saying you're like the new Nonagon, so you can't be losing 7-0. First kill for Ruin, fighting to you that smoke now. Might get double. How? He's going to get the double. How did he even see the man? And now
God.
one more player. What am I? Oh my freaking god, Ruin, the man you are. It's a 1v4. The final player falls. Ruin, Alpha, chop egg, bro. Relax.
Carl, I can make the only correct bet I can make right now. Leave the clean sheet aside. I will be asleep in the next it's 26 minutes past midnight. I'll be asleep by 30 minutes. The next 3 minutes I'll be in bed. That's the guarantee here. Trophy systems fall on this last round, potential last round for Sierra 7, as Ruin led the onslaught in the last round, and now it is up to Cyrix to register their presence. Valerio starts off right by claiming Fadi, but that's not the player to target, is it? We both know who the player to target is at this point. take down Ruin by any means necessary, because that guy is just messing up your day. And this time it's Luther. He's a bit hurt. Tries to retreat. Meanwhile, Valerio just going prone on that Tundra.
You guys heard that.
They're still on the mid site. Nobody home to receive. And there's Ruin on the kill board. Bailey's traded in. Bushido trades in with Hacks. Ruin catches Valerio in the meantime. And Bushido does have to put down the bomb. Still back to the mid site. It's still Ruin. He saw someone. Archeron retreats. God, if that man knew exactly what was waiting for him there. But now, this time it's Bushido. Finally, the info will be out. As the S7 players will know exactly where that bomb is. The info surely is out there. Now on the clock, 40 seconds. Not impossible. As Bushido and Archeron left to play for time and then some. 30 seconds for this gunslingers. It all comes to a head at the A site. Slow and steady. The Odin Divine Smite, weapon of choice for this gladiator Bushido, who sprays long on the automaton and gets nobody but Retro, claims him. Archeron catches Retro in return. 1v1. Ruin versus Archeron. Machine pistol for Ruin, and it's Ruin! To close this out. Can he defuse? Wow. Does he get the defuse? He gets the defuse!
Wow.
Eloy, it is finished. It is finished.
Yes, guys, guys, I am currently selling courses on my Instagram. If you want to know how to play like Ruin, come to my DMs. It's $100 per course. He's my student. He's my favorite student, guys. I will not lie to you guys. We will lie to lie. I don't lie to you guys, bro. It's $100 for a course, a single course. And all I need you to do is come to my Instagram, text me, and you will learn how to play like Ruin. I'm not joking. Abu Dhabi knows he's one of my best students ever, so he's the very bad student, guys. Forget that guy.
Yes.
You guys want to play like Ruin? Text me on Instagram, guys. Text me on Instagram.
Yeah, Carl is not lying. Carl is not lying. He will teach you how to play like Ruin in the fact that he will teach you to play like Ruin's opponents who get their days ruined because they just can't get it right. That's exactly what we'll learn from Carl. So that being said, that brings us to a close today. That brings things to a close today. Just a quick recap of exactly what happened today. We were to start off the day with Up Against Extreme versus Bear X Trinity. That was played off stream, and Bear took that 2. There was another DQ on that end. Tal's favorite word of the day, disqualification.
I can't lie. Man, it was literally flying out like we're handing out flyers to come to a church program. DQ, 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 God, DQ. It was crazy, man. It's been one of those days where DQs are the other day. But I mean, we are just glad that the final game was absolutely amazing and insane. And man, the guy ruined. The guy hard went insane. S&D as well. There are times where you think, okay, maybe he had a good hard point game, but in S&D, surely he's going to throw it down. Then he goes for S&D, and if you pick him, you're dead. You can't even pick the guy. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy, man.
Seeing Ruin play like that does beg a lot of questions about his role at Aura now. Surely, the hard conversations have to come up now when it comes to roster changes and exactly what kind of player fits where. Seeing him fit so effortlessly on that Sierra 7 squad and actually take the lead is raising some very, very vital questions. I'm not going to lie. Some very important questions. For example, take the next World Championship stage, a scenario where the African stage is not restricted to a country scenario, and teams buy off players in a Manchester City type, right? It's going to be actual, it's going to be absolute cinema. It's going to be absolute cinema to see, from the money fights from the team owners, trying to claim whatever players, and which teams will come in as underdogs with not low value. Let's not call it low value, just budget squads, but budget squads that mesh well as compared to high value players, T1 players who might get cooked by players you consider T2. I mean, seeing Ruin fit so well with that Sierra 7 squad is raising some very entertaining questions. Honestly, it's raising questions.
To be fair, I am with you on that one full time. I mean, the guy plays anywhere, and you can see the value. He has the value. He can do anything he wants to do. He's just that player you want to watch out for. And not just him. We also saw Michael for Eclipse as well. We saw Michael there for Eclipse Gaming. You could see how well he fit in. He was the man to watch out for. So I think man, I mean, the World Champs, if you guys are listening, the gods of World Champs, listen to me. Make it more internationals. Let us have the best teams out there to represent Africa next year in the World Champs. Because, man, these are some serious talent here, and you cannot be restricting Ruin to Ghana, man. No offense to Honorable, man. Nah, that guy cannot be in Ghana anymore, guys. He has to come put the fans in the back, put him somewhere else, man. Again, wonderful game today, man. The final game of the series, definitely a banger. All thanks to CR7, the Nigerian Giants, and Ruin, the man that eats Ghanaian eggs, but somehow he's global standard. Big shout out to that guy. And again, this has been the National Mobile Pro League, brought to you by Game Evo. It's me being your boy Carl, and of course with the one and only Eugene Abu Dhabi. Any final words for these guys before we go and say good night, man?
Good night. I want to sleep. Good night, Cal.
Good night, guys. You guys have a lovely night. See you guys very soon.